despite the result today, there was one other worrying moment. We saw De Ligt come off. What is the news at this moment in time? How big an injury potentially could that be?
I don't know. So I'm really concerned, not about Thursday. We took Luke Shaw at the halftime because of that, also to protect, to have players for Thursday. But I'm more concerned about if it's a small injury or a big injury, thinking about also next year.
You've spoken to us a lot this season about having to suffer, and you have suffered, and you've been very honest. Do you feel, though, that your players are learning from that, and it's a learning that will show in the future progression?
I have no doubts that we are playing better and we are understanding the way we play, even in this context. So we have to take all the hits. In this moment, we are losing games in Premier League. We are fighting for Europa League. So we need to accept that and to think about now. Thursday is the most important game for us.
Back on that result.
I think it's a little bit a reflection of our moment, our season. We start really well. We control the first 30 minutes and then throw-ins, corners, push us a little bit back. They had the goal, the second goal with Mata on the floor. Also difficult to assess, but then when the second half we are near the draw, we suffer one goal and then disconnect, suffer another goal, and then we have to push back. We fight back. 4-3, we were near. We are trying to at least win 1 point. In the end, we couldn't do it.
Despite the result, for our younger players, there's probably some very valuable lessons that they've learnt from being involved in this today. How much is that going to aid their development? It's
really important. So they are getting experience playing for Premier League. So we have to take the good things. It's really hard to take good things in this kind of moment, but we know the context. And that is the most important. We understand the mistakes in this moment, and the kids are learning, and they play really well. I took Tyler because he was suffering. Not because of him. I think we need to in these moments to help the young kids. He did everything well.
It was heartbreaking to see Matthias Stillett come off with an injury. Do we have any news on it? And how is he?
I don't know. We'll check. I'm more concerned. I'm not concerned about Thursday or whatever. I'm concerning about. I hope to is a small issue because I'm concerned not in these games but also in the squad for the next year.
And finally, the fans were in full voice, mainly singing about Bilbao there at the end. Everyone is excited for this week. What do you, the players and everyone have to do to recover quickly ahead of the game?
We have to think on Thursday. We have to understand the good things that we did today, the bad things, the mistakes that we did. The most important thing is to understand the context and go forward. Thursday is really important for us.
You've alluded sort of to my next question there. You've talked about the negative side, but did we also see some of the positives in that finish to the game from Manchester United, what you can be?
Yeah, we've shown that before. We never let the game go until the final whistle, so we'll always keep going, but we can't let ourselves get in that position to be trying to claw the game back at the end. Yeah, as you said, it's a bit of personality. We can show that character. We can't let ourselves get in that position.
Clearly you do have character in this team. It's now a very big end to the season for Manchester United. The potential not just of a final, but a final, if you win it, that takes you to the Champions League. How big is that to everybody within Manchester United at this moment in time? Yeah,
it's a massive end to the season. Big game Thursday. It doesn't matter the scoreline. It's a fresh start, fresh game. We attack it like it's 0-0. Don't worry about the first game. The second game is most important for us now, and we know what we need to do.
So, what were your thoughts on the performance, the way the game developed?
I think it's a little bit a reflection of our season. We start quite well, controlling the game, not creating big chances, but controlling the pace of the game. We suffer a lot with the throw-ins and set pieces, but we already knew that our team would struggle against this team. We didn't have the height will be necessary for this kind of game. They scored twice in this kind of moments, even with the Mata on the floor. And then in the second half, I felt that we were near the draw, and then we suffer a goal, and like some other times we disconnect, and then another goal in the almost 3 minutes, 5 minutes later. And then we push forward, try to score. We scored twice, but we didn't have the time to do better.
You mentioned with the half-time changes, were they tactical or were they planned?
No, it was just Luke Shaw with Mata. We don't know what will happen on Thursday if we don't have Luke Shaw available. We can have a problem, and then we don't have enough defenders for the game. No. What I'm saying is that we have to protect some players at halftime, thinking about Thursday. So it was just that, not about thinking about the game.
Are any players actually out injured for Thursday in terms of Mata, as you mentioned, and your view of that second goal when he went down and the players were appealing for foul?
I will not comment that. The important thing is to have Mata. I'm not thinking about Thursday. Not a big issue. It's the only thing I ask. Is not to have him available for this game or for whatever is going to happen in the future. I just don't want a big issue because we had a problem with Licha and with Mata. But I don't know. I'm just talking. I have no idea. It could be training in 3 days. I don't know.
How important is it that your young players learn from today? Because obviously it's an incredibly young team.
It's really important. They have to understand in this season. This season is really important also to understand that we cannot do this anymore. Of course, we know the context, but this kind of season, we need to change that. They need to understand what is to play for Manchester United. I think they did really well. They are not playing so much, but then they have to play 90 minutes because we have to change some other players to save them for Thursday. And I think we can help even more the young kids. Especially Tyler did quite well in the third goal. He needs more help from Ahmad. So these small things, I think we can help them more. But I'm really happy with the performance of the young kids.
And how pleased were you with Mason Mount? I mean, great finish. Huge smile on his face.
It's not just really it's not just the finish. It's the position that he has on the pitch. Is it like a third midfielder that can reach the box? He's really intelligent, so he's getting there, and he trains really hard. Sometimes I have to push him back and to take him out the pitch because he wants to do so much more. We are taking care of him. He wants to play more minutes, but it was the minutes were controlled. I'm really happy with him.
Sorry, just on Delic, you don't know what the injury is yet, or whether how soon he can return.
No, I have no idea.
Sorry, just on the younger players, I know you spoke about what kind of going forward what they can do. How good will this experience be for them? It's learning curve.
Yeah, it's really important because there you can train a lot with the first team, but to have that feeling, playing with the players, feeling the players, the speed of the game, I think is the best thing. So again, I think they did quite well. Shido fought all the game, but you can feel it that he's really naive sometimes in the way he puts his body. He's going to understand what is the feeling of playing in these kind of games. This is the best way. So we can take that from positive. The rest we lose. We didn't win points, so just that.
Okay.
Thank you.
Man United were beaten 4-3 at Brentford to bring up their 16th defeat of the Premier League season, their most in a league campaign for 35 years, in a result which mathematically consigns them to a bottom-half finish, but winning the Europa League would secure Champions League qualification. Ruben Amorim says Manchester United are not ready to be competitive in the Premier League and Champions League next season. United racked up their 16th defeat of the league season, their most for 35 years, with the 4-3 loss at European hopefuls Brentford, a result that mathematically consigns them to a bottom-half finish. Amorim, who made 8 changes and named the third youngest side in Premier League history, was prioritising Thursday's Europa League semi-final second leg against Athletic Club, with United 3-0 up on aggregate. United will be playing Champions League football next season if they can win the Europa League, but Amorim says that is a real dilemma for the club. We are not ready to play in the Premier League, be competitive, and to be in the Champions League, Amorim told Sky Sports when asked about the pressure of being so close to qualification. We know that, but we need to win, and we need to fight to win this competition, to give something to our fans, and to go to the Champions League. Then we will have time to prepare the team to cope with those two competitions. So, it is a dilemma, but we want to win, of course. United were trailing 4-1 with 8 minutes to go at Brentford, but late goals from Alejandro Garnacho and substitute Amad Diallo restored some respectability for Amorim's struggling side. There were flashes of promise, particularly Mason Mount's opener, his first league goal for 13 months, but the performance, for the most part, stood in stark contrast to Thursday's impressive 3-0 win over Athletic Club. Amorim has failed to translate United's Europa League form into consistent performances and results in the Premier League, but insists he is seeing signs of progress. He added, "I have no doubts that we are playing better, and we are understanding the way we play, even in this context. So, we have to take all the hits. We are losing games in the Premier League, we are fighting for the Europa League, so we need to accept that and to think about Thursday as the most important game for us." Asked about the goal for Mount, who has endured another season blighted by injuries, Amorim added, "It's not just the finish, it's the position that he has on the pitch. He's like a third midfielder that can reach the box. He's really intelligent. He's getting there and he trains really hard. Sometimes I have to push him back and to take him off the pitch because he wants to do so much more. We are taking care of him. He wants to play more minutes, but the minutes were controlled. I'm really happy with him." Striker Chido Obi became the youngest player in United's history to start a Premier League game at Brentford, aged 17 years and 156 days, as fellow academy graduates Harry Amas and Tyler Fredrickson also got the nod. Amorim was pleased with the young trio and the experience they gained, but sent a clear message to them that United's standards in their worst season in the Premier League era would not be accepted moving forward.